Well, less than 12 hours after we reported about voter card issues in Marion County, new concerns have popped up.
This time in Seminole County, ahead of the primary election next month, voters are noticing a few small problems. News 6's Jerry Askin is getting answers and results for us. Jerry?
That's right, Lisa and Matt. But first, though, as the primary election is approaching, the time is now to make sure you are registered to vote. In fact, that statewide deadline is July 25th. And here in Seminole County, election leaders are easing fears and educating residents after viewers reached out to News 6 concerned about what they say is missing from their voter information card.
I just wanted to make sure that mine was correct.
Steve Bergeron lives in Seminole County and wanted to make sure he's all set to vote next month in the primary election. It's why he showed up Thursday at the county's Supervisor of Elections office.
To make sure that my mailing, I was still on the mailing list to get a ballot in the mail, and also to make sure that my voter ID card was correct. And it was.
And he's not alone. A viewer reached out to News 6 saying he was concerned about his voter registration card that omits his apartment number and zip code. I took his concerns to election leaders.
Your voter information card is not required. It's simply informational only.
So they don't need a new registration card with the address or the
Not at all.
Zip code or apartment number on there. Is it worth them getting a new one sent out to them?
Not at all. Not at all.
Seminole County Supervisor of Elections Chris Anderson says in this case, for example, it simply means the entire apartment complex can vote at the listed polling location. And that's if residents there choose to vote on election day.
If you got that card in the mail, that means that you are a registered voter and you have a green light to go and cast your ballot.
This coming as election leaders in Marion County told News 6 new voter information cards are being sent out after nearly 200,000 voters had incorrect zip codes listed following a printing error by an outside vendor. And back here in Seminole County, election leaders want to make sure residents have a smooth voting experience.
Make sure that your address is updated. If you're voting by mail, the most important thing is to make sure that you know your signature and that your signature is updated.
Yeah, and here in Seminole County, election leaders say they aren't seeing any widespread concerns from residents. Now, early voting here is from August 13th through August 20th, and election leaders want to stress you can vote at any of their 7 polling locations for early voting, but you must vote at your assigned voting precinct if you vote on election day. We're live in Sanford here in Seminole County. I'm Jerry Askin, getting results, News 6.